There are two styles of spot faces. This particular style here is your normal type, held in a drill and pushed down onto the surface. They have a guide bush here. This particular style is the style I use, is that I just make it so it's just got a single shaft and I make up bushes to suit whatever hole I'm counter boring. That way you don't need to turn down a long shaft just to have your 1/2 inch or your 3/8 plug. So that's a normal type. But the type we're going to use and we're interested in is this reverse or pull type. So this is from the outside surface. This is when you have the inside hole. This is what we'll be using for doing those holes in there. They have a cutting face. This also has a cutting face, but it has a hole through the middle, but all the way through. It stops and then an offset slot is put in. The reason for that is you then have this driving shaft that's got two flats on it. Fits in there like that. Then the flat rotates and that's what drives the cutting surface. So that just cuts like that. So what we'll do is we'll put this in through the hole, put this through, pull it and turn it by hand. Don't use a drill because they cut pretty quickly and before you know you'll have a hole in your bracket the size of your spot face. So I'll just show you how to do that now. Now you could use a Dremel for this, or you could even use a soldering iron, but the Dremel will get all dust and all that in your eyes, and still on the longer depth you have to have your bit hanging out too far and all that sort of thing. So basically once you've pushed it in, just pull it back and twist it. Now I've got it mounted to a drill chuck. It's just easy to turn. You can turn it by your fingers, but by the time you get to the last one, it's a bit difficult. So you just keep turning. Then you just have a look, blow it away, see how far you've got to go. Clean the swarf. I think you can hear it clicking. That's just the layers of the plastic coming off, so you're really starting to peel off the plastics of layer, or the layer of plastics. Then you just have a look and you'll I see, depends on the focus of the camera, I see a little lip, so you just keep going, doing that, cutting away. And if you happen to see that one surface is, say, on an angle like that, what you do is you just tilt the chuck and the part to the face you want to take off, so you can take it a bit more on that side or turn it that, pull it that way, a bit more that way. So you just do that until it's flush, and on that particular cutter, that's a 1/2 inch one, you'll need an 8mm minimum because that's the radius of the nut, but this one's got radiuses on the actual tip itself, so it's a bit smaller. So you just do that, rotate it off, you just check with your nut, see if it's flush, and the easiest way, put the nut in, tighten it up, and then just get a drill and put it the gap between there and the base of the nut, and just see if the drill, which is smaller than the thickness of the extrusion, slides in. And then when it doesn't slide in, you'll know that when you tighten it, your nut will clamp down securely. Another reason, and a very good one, for making sure they all fit down flush is for ease of assembly. You read the instructions how to put a nut in, you have to line it up and in the slot and all that. You get your nuts, you nip them down so they're horizontal, then you just get your tube, you slide it in, loosen off the nuts, are the screws, then the nuts will be able to swing around, and the nuts are designed so when they rotate they actually lock in to the flats. So they've got, if you look at them with magnifying glass or good eyes, you'll see they've got a curve and a couple of flats on them. So they fit in, and as you go to tighten them up, they'll rotate to the vertical position, lock in position, and then pull up. So you say, well, what's the big deal with doing that then? Well, when you put one set of frames on that side and one set of frames on that side and one on the other, you've got a V that you have to bring together like that. So it's a bit difficult, but this way you only just have to put them in and job's done. So the effort and expense to get the spot face is well worth it in the end. Keeping in mind it's mainly for the internal ones. For these ones you can do it, you can pull through, but unless you're going to drill a hole through here you can't. But these ones you can just file anyway. So those particular outside ones are fine. These are the inside ones we're talking about. They're the ones you need to spot face.